Live at TFNN, the Bull Bear Binary Option Hour. Brought to you by Nadex. Call now, toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-445-1044. Now, Tom O'Brien and Darrell Martin.
Welcome, folks. We appreciate you growling and prowling with us out here. Right now, you get the Dow Industrials up 10, Nasdaq's up 21, S&Ps are up 250. We have gold down at 930, silver's off 22 cents. Bonds, you get the 10 up 11 ticks, the 30 up a full point and 9 ticks, and King Dollar down 52 ticks, trading out at 97.63. And folks, if you haven't test drove the Nadex platform, great time to do it. Come over to our website at TFNN. Go see the banner right in the side. They hit that banner, bring the platform up. They'll put $25,000 of paper money into your account. You're going to be able to see how these contracts trade. Our man, Mr. Darrell Martin, he's out there trading them each and every trading day. Darrell also has a great program right here at TFNN every Tuesday, Thursday, 1 to 2 Eastern Standard Time. Darrell Martin, what's going on?
How you doing, man?
I'm doing great, man. Now, Darrell, folks, also has a scanner. Okay, and what you want to do is that once you get your account up, you want to come over to TFNN. You can test drive the scanner 30 days absolutely free. And what the scanner is all about, folks, it's not going to tell you whether to go long or short. What it will do, however, once you know what type of contract you want, meaning are you bullish, you're bearish, are you just basically neutral, it'll give you the best contracts to trade on a probability basis, risk versus reward, which is just a dynamite deal. And in particular, because of the amount of contracts that Nadex has, it clears the deck for you real quickly. Now, we got to run right to gold, man. I mean, right before we started here, you know, they're whacking gold. What's interesting here, folks, is that the aspect of it on a daily is dramatically lighter volume. On the intraday, it's like, okay, man. So, you know, we spiked yesterday. We go to 12.19. And I suspect before we're off this air here, maybe we'll take a shot at it. You know, Darrell, I know last week you were still on vacation, but on Friday morning, the gold hit like beyond belief. It was a joke, man. It was really a trip, man.
Oh, so did you nail it? You get it?
Oh, yeah. And it was a big one. It was a huge one, because what happened is that what it was doing is that it was at the very bottom of the box, and the reward versus the risk was like insanity. It was, I think it was $35 for 350. No, it was 45. It went off at 45.
All right.
And we didn't get the 350, but 45 went into about $1.95. Which is
nice.
And that was all day. That was an all-day one. What happens, folks, is that these contracts have different expirations. This was, you know, an all-day one, which is really sweet, because what happens, gold's already going. Unbelievable. So, okay, so well, let's talk about this for a second. Okay, so we were down 10, now we're down 6 as soon as we start the program. Maybe all the gold traders just wait for us on Friday.
No kidding. It's like just for this show. Ready to go.
You know, see, the thing that's really sick, folks, okay, is that it doesn't take a lot to move gold. That's the bottom line. You know?
I know it's fun to trade, but I mean, I know you've had. I mean, I've moved it I've literally moved gold myself, and I'm sure you've done that more than once.
It's interesting, okay?
Then you were like, "Ooh, I don't know if I want to be the one moving that thing around."
Well, what happens in the Nadex platform, which is really cool, folks, okay, is this. If you're in the futures platform, different ballgame, okay, because you're talking big money, okay? What happens in the Nadex platform is that the movement, you have the defined risk, number one, but what happens in gold, now this is what's really cool. This is what the difference is to trading that instrument, is that on Fridays, I mean, for all general purposes, you closed at 1:30 anyway, okay? So you're talking about whatever that movement's going to be, folks, okay? That movement's going to be within the first 3 or 4 hours, period. So you're getting more bang for your buck, particularly on a Friday. And in this particular case, what we're dealing with is that you're dealing with, you ran to 12.19 yesterday, monster volume, so that wants to get tested. You're coming into a weekend, and my take coming into the weekend, it doesn't mean that people have to go long, but my take would be you absolutely are not going to go short gold. okay, because of the Middle East. You're just not going to do it. So look at this. They just whacked the S&Ps too. This is,
it's all getting nailed right now. Yeah.
It's all getting nailed, baby. Oh, what a sick scene. Okay, let's go take a look at these S&Ps. So the S&Ps were at 2045. Okay, so your first expansion. Yeah, all you have to do is wait for a little bounce now. I think what you're going to see here, folks, this market will probably flatten out. We're coming into window dressing. But what you're going to have, and this is where it's really subtle, you're going to have a lower low with some volume coming into that lower swing point that the S&Ps were pushing into yesterday. And that is a heads up that bottom line is that's where this market is heading, number one. And what the market hasn't been able to do, it hasn't been able to hold price at all. So that gets really intriguing. The currencies. So the currencies have been really nice to trade, haven't they, Darrell?
Oh, they've been amazing to trade lately.
Yeah.
So I've been going in, and I just been trading my Nadex, so mainly.
You've been trading what mainly?
Currencies on Nadex.
Yeah,
so
that's what I'm talking about. There's no doubt because it's unusual. What happens, folks, is this: it's unusual when currencies are moving 500 ticks. That's the bottom line, and we've seen more of that. And that in the currency market, all you need is about 20, 25 ticks, folks. Okay. And 20 to 25 ticks inside that platform is going to give you everything you need, because when you're going into the contract versus out of the contract, bottom line, most of the time you're giving up the 13, 20 ticks, something like that. But those movements can be very quick. No two ways about that.
Well, and then, and like I said, you need is like 20 or 30 ticks. And you only need 3 or 4 on a lot of these contracts to even make like a nice return on your profit.
Yeah, which is just...
Which means you're having opportunities like all over the place, left and right, to be able to take advantage of the movement.
Right. And they, I know that you had been talking about the inside the Forex, folks, they do have these 5-minute binaries, which is a trip. And I know when I was interviewing you on Wednesday, you were talking about that, and we both were talking about you have to absolutely be on your game in that aspect, meaning as you're going in and going out.
Exactly. Yeah, so you have to put in your entry, and then immediately you got to put in your take profit for like $20, $30. And that's just because it's sort of like that. It's like a magic number. It's like you go in, you get in these contracts, and I don't know what it is, but I mean, it doesn't matter whether you buy it 20 or 50 or whatever.
Yes. You'll
see like this pop of like $20, $30. And I know it has to do with gamma and everything else, but you just see this pop of 20 or $30, and then maybe it goes like 32, 35, then all of a sudden it's 10.
And it gives the cool thing, folks, is this: is that it goes fast. As it goes fast, most of the time you're going to see that it can go your way, okay? Because it fluctuates both ways. The key is to make sure that you take profits in and take the bread, and don't get greedy, because if I've learned anything, even I said this Wednesday, over the course of time, if you ever traded the E-minis, okay, what happens on a day trading in the E-minis, most of the time you've come in the money. That's just how it goes, folks, because you have markets that even when they're big trending markets, you don't need a lot of movement to get in the money. The question is, do you take it in the money, or are you sitting there saying, no, I can get more, and that's always the problem. Okay, there's no two ways about that. The greed inside the marketplace, okay, is what you have to tame, and that's the biggest biggest deal that I've seen on a continual basis. That's you get that contained. Guess what? You're going to basically start pushing out some consistent bread. That is the goal, of course.
But I mean, it's like this powerful day. It's like having like a white tiger, a danger, whatever, a lion or something, and you got to respect it, and because if you think like you own it, if you think you own that greed, then you think you can go up and just cuddle up with it, and you'll just be okay, and then it'll devour you,
right? And I think
if you always keep it in check, it's there, and it's what drives you. A lot of it's just what drives you to trade. Period.
Right.
So it's not a bad thing until it takes over your decisions, and then it puts you in danger by doing it. So
yeah.
He's got to basically go, hey, it really is there, and I'm going to control it by being safe and putting orders in to automatically put orders in no matter what I feel or think to go ahead and take advantage of that and basically put that safety wall up to grab that profit that I know is consistently going to be there if I'll follow my rules.
And what ends up happening in that context, folks, is that if you love this business and want to be in this business, you know that if you are going to blow up, you have to make sure that, okay, that blow up is not going to be dramatic, that it takes you out. And
right.
that is a driving force in itself. That's a big driving force. So that'll keep your money management. It won't keep it totally in check, okay, but it will keep it in check most of the time. That's kind of how it shakes out.
Well, and one of the things that I've learned too is you go and you take just the reality of, I don't care if you win 80% of the time, okay? I've had strategies that win like an insane high percent of the time, but you have to always remember that every trade has a 50% chance of winning or losing. No matter what your historical rate has been, this one trade in and of itself by itself is a 50-50 of whether it'll end in, say, that 80% bucket or that 20% bucket. And so over a course of 100 trades, maybe you are profitable 80% of the time, okay? But if you have that reality that, this one trade is 50-50, it really puts that greed in check because you're like, hey, I can just as easily lose as I can win on this trade. Even though the setup works great overall, there are times it doesn't.
No,
that helps me out a lot.
There's no doubt. There's no doubt. You stay right there, folks. Darrell and I are coming right back. Dow Industrials right now are down 35. You get the Nasdaq off $1. S&Ps are off 250. Gold's down 490. Bonds, 10-year up 13 ticks. 30 up 1 point and 1/2 full point. We're going to be right back.
We're told to follow our passion and everything else will fall into place. I hope that's what each of you are doing each and every day. Hi, I'm Steve Rhodes, host of the Money Master Show at TFNN.com, and my passion for technical analysis is what led me to the most fundamental discovery in pattern recognition, the Rhodes Momentum Indicator, market scanner, and trading strategy. A set of tools that identify the momentum and power of the trend, the likes of which have never been seen before, for every market and every time frame. Yes, folks, the trend is your friend, unless you're on the other side. New to technical analysis? This is the place to start. And experienced traders take advantage of the trend like never before. Experience the power of the Rhodes Momentum Indicator each day, available to subscribers of my newsletter service, Mastering Probability. I guarantee your satisfaction for the next 30 days unconditionally, so there's no risk to you other than being on the wrong side of the trend. Mastering Probability, available on the homepage of TFNN.com. And folks, live with passion.
Platinum, grains, crude oil, gold, copper, cattle, hogs, gasoline, natural gas, coffee, cotton, cocoa, and sugar. These are just some of the commodities mentioned in the most recent issue of Andy Hecht's Techno-Mental Commodity Report. Andy publishes his weekly newsletter every Thursday morning, where he breaks down the commodity market and provides his subscribers with specific trading recommendations based on his trading methodology. By signing up for a free trial to the Techno-Mental Commodity Report, you'll get a full 30 days to try out this powerful newsletter service and see for yourself the types of trades Andy has recommended for his subscribers. When you sign up for a 30-day free trial, you're under no obligation to pay anything. And should you decide to continue, you will lock in the low rate of only $79 a month. Sign up right now for the Techno-Mental Commodity Report and make sure you're ready to catch the next big trade in commodities. For more information and to get started today, visit the front page of TFNN.com.
You've always taken the long view when it comes to investing, but what if there's an opportunity right under your nose? What if you could be more responsive to market trends to seek to boost your portfolio performance right now while seeking to reduce your overall risk? At Direction Funds, we connect investors with alternative strategies that seek to maximize their returns. Smart investors deserve smart alternatives. Find yours at directionfunds.com. An investor should consider the investment objectives, risks, charges, and expenses of Direction Funds carefully before investing. The prospectus and summary prospectus contain this and other information about Direction Funds. To obtain a prospectus or summary prospectus, please contact the Direction Funds at 800-851-0511. The prospectus or summary prospectus should be read carefully before investing. Investing in index funds may be more volatile than investing in broadly diversified funds. Distributed by Rafferty Capital Markets, LLC.
You know what's cool? Taking something that's good for you. Something specifically formulated to help with weight loss, better sleep, stress reduction, and the need to detox.
Nico, our hunter and gatherer ancestors found all their nutritional requirements for health in their wild environment. But today, our food sources no longer contain the vitamins, minerals, and nutrients our bodies need to stay healthy and strong.
That's why we need Primal Edge Daily Nutrition. It includes a special blend of ionic, soil-based vitamins, minerals, fatty, and amino acids in an easy-to-use liquid form.
Primal Edge is powered by highly concentrated folic and humic acids, nature's preferred delivery system. They have been called miracle molecules because, like sunlight, air, and water, life cannot exist without them.
That's right, Paige. They ensure we receive all the nutrition we need to be healthy and thrive. We take it every morning.
Primal Edge, formulated and approved by Nico and Paige of Living a Primal Lifestyle. Buy it today for just $89. Click on the Primal Edge banner on the front page of TFNN.com. This segment is brought to you by TFNN. Test drive all the newsletters for free at TFNN.com.
Welcome back, folks. Darrell Martin, Tom O'Brien. Appreciate you growling and prowling with us out here. Dow Industrials right now are down 8. You get the Nasdaq up. Dow's down 4. Nasdaq's up 8. S&P's are flat. Let's go to Brent in Martinez, California. Hey, Brent, you're up early, man. What's going on?
How are you, fellas?
I'm doing great, man.
Good morning, Tom, Darrell.
Hey, morning there. How's it going?
I'm doing all right. How about you?
Doing great.
So,
hey, Tom, I heard you talking about gold this morning.
Yeah?
I went in and bought some of the 115 calls on the GLD, the weekly ones. For
Okay.
10 cents this morning, and I just sold them for 33 cents.
So you bought them at 10 and sold them at 33?
Yeah.
I love it. That's great, man. That's a beautiful thing. That's a nice white lightning trade, folks. Okay, and there's no, it's really wild how this thing is setting up. And so the GLD, what he just pulled off there, folks, is that the delta, of course, is there is straight out whatever this is trading at. Now, what's so cool about this? So check this out. What he did, folks, which is crazy, is that the GLD trades at $115.20 right now, okay? So as you buy them at 10 cents, you're talking about, oh, my God, that's sick. That'd be like $100 is buying $115,000 worth of product. That's pretty sick, man. Congratulations, man. That is so sweet. And so the GLD, what it did, folks, is that it just went from 114.45 to 115.25. And bottom line is that, yeah, you have the expansion at the end of the day, meaning the expiration, but you get some good action. I like how this GLD is setting up, too, man. I mean, it looks like a nice ABC structure on the way up.
Yeah, it was a sweet little trade. Well, you guys have a great day. Huh? Just take care, and I'll talk to you soon.
Okay, man. Have a great one. Have a safe one.
It's awesome.
Isn't it awesome? It's pretty sick. It's pretty sick, man. It really is. And what you have, folks, is this. So watch how the GLD's trading. You're trading into, we went topside with 12 million shares. Yesterday you did 5.4 million. You got 1.7 right now, which is some volume, too, by the way, in the GLD at this particular point. But you've already rejected lower price. And so what I suspect you're going to have here is that you're going to have, that's going to be the C point of an ABC structure on the way up. Because if we go over to the dollar index for a second, watch this dollar index, how this is shaking out. And this is pretty cool. The dollar index has rejected the 98.21 level this morning. We have that rejection happening with dramatically lighter volume. You're talking about 35,000 contracts versus 102,000 contracts. So that setup is setting up a small, well, it's actually a large ABC down, a 99.50. You're going to have a field day on these currencies, Darrell, because 99.50, that's three. Let's see this again.
I'm telling you, man, you watch them like right after the news comes out.
Yeah.
And then you just start grabbing it. I mean, left and right, left and right, left and right.
Yeah, both, and what does happen, what Darrell does a lot of, folks, okay, is you can get both sides of the deal. Because what has happened is the movement is not only fast, but the movement has been both ways off of these news announcements. And, of course, what ends up happening, which you could not do inside the futures market, or, well, forget it, inside the Forex market. You'd be smoked both ways. But what you have here is that, you have these contracts that are defined contracts, and you basically say, okay, are we going higher? Are we going lower? And in that context, what is the time frame that we're talking about? Oil. Let's go to oil, man. Oil's got some action out here. The oil contract right now is down $1.48. Now, what gets interesting about this one, folks, is that we got light volume on the pullback here. So this is saying that oil does want to try to get up into this 56 area, which would be a pretty cool trade, too. Hey, so talk to me about, I know that the expansion in the Nadex product, they opened up a lot of countries, so that's, of course, opening up more traders, more liquidity, right?
Exactly, yeah. They opened up in 49 countries total. And basically, it takes a little longer to get approved because they have to go through all the verification process. It's like about a week or two. I mean, probably nothing that most people aren't used to. Just like if we were opening an account overseas, it'd take a couple weeks to get it opened up.
Right.
But yeah, I mean, they got Australia, Singapore, UK.
Nice.
I mean, literally like all over the planet. And so I've been seeing traders come in from everywhere. It's been really cool.
Oh, it's huge.
And asking questions. And they just added China 50 also.
Oh, I like it. You stay right there, folks. We're coming right back. Dow Industrials right now are up 2. The Nasdaq's up 6. S&P's a flat. We have gold down 5.10. Silver's down 15 cents. We're going to be right back. Today, it's hard to tell if the economy is coming or going. Regardless, I want my money going in the direction I choose. If that's your stance as well, then you want to know how Everbank can help keep your money thriving just the way you want. Is growing your money a priority? Everbank is committed to a yield pledge promise to pay high yields on your checking, money market, and CD balances. Looking to diversify? Everbank ingeniously developed accessible ways to spread your money around the world into foreign currencies and even non-FDIC insured metals. And when it comes to your wealth, they bring a highly experienced and global perspective to help you manage it. Everbank's financial philosophy flies in the face of the status quo. They believe your money's performance should not be determined by today's economic circumstances, but by the drive to rise above them and create opportunities that favor your objectives. If that excites you like it does me, visit everbank.com/TFNN to find out what they can do for you. Again, that's everbank.com/TFNN. Visit them today. Everbank is a member FDIC and equal housing lender.
Trade with confidence and clarity while using the software that thousands of institutional traders rely on to make the best and most accurate decisions. Choose from 1,000 equities, currencies, and futures instruments utilizing the TAS architecture. As seen on Bloomberg terminals worldwide, the TAS Profile Scanner is a benchmark technical filtering system that thousands of traders rely on, and now you can too. For a limited time for TFNN subscribers only, we've reduced the price to just $97. That's over 75% off. John Logan hosted a special subscriber-only webinar in December, and you'll gain access to that archive as well, so you can learn exactly what the TAS Profile Scanner can do for you. Try this product out. No matter what you trade, the TAS Profile Scanner can help you make more informed trading decisions. There's no obligation to pay anything. Don't let this offer pass you by. Get your 30-day free trial to the TAS Profile Scanner today by signing up at TFNN.com.
The Path of Least Resistance is David White's daily trading newsletter, and if you're looking for active trading ideas, then now's a perfect time for a 30-day free trial to this powerful daily trading advisory service. David uses his years of trading experience to offer his subscribers his trading ideas each morning in his Path of Least Resistance newsletter. Using a combination of equity trades along with options, David keeps his subscribers up to date with all pertinent market information with intraday afternoon updates when warranted. Don't miss out on this great chance to get a 30-day free trial to David's daily newsletter, The Path of Least Resistance, with no obligation to pay anything. David has been delivering solid recommendations for his subscribers recently, and if you'd like to see the type of newsletter he delivers every morning, then visit the front page of TFNN, and you'll find The Path of Least Resistance under Trading Newsletters. For all the details and to start your 30-day free trial today, log on to TFNN.com now.
No matter where you listen to TFNN programming, we want you to know you can always access your favorite shows on demand through TFNN.com. TFNN airs live programming every market day from 8 a.m. till 6 p.m. Eastern, and you can view each program by accessing Tiger TV through our homepage. We even have an easy link for all mobile devices, including iPhones and iPads, located at the top right-hand corner of the TFNN homepage. You can use your smartphone to view Tiger TV, but if you don't have a mobile connection that can keep up with streaming live video, then you can simply visit TFNN.mobi in the browser of your smartphone for live streaming audio of all of our programs. The mission of TFNN is to educate our audience directly and interactively through our interactive website and radio call and talk shows. TFNN is able to teach all levels of investors the technical skills needed to trade in today's marketplace. In order to get the best information possible, TFNN has assembled the most respected financial minds in the country to provide the most current news and comprehensive advice available. TFNN.com. Educating investors. This segment is brought to you by Think or Swim. For more information, just click the Think or Swim banner on the front page of TFNN.com.
Welcome back, folks. Darrell Martin, Tom O'Brien. Appreciate you growling and prowling with us out here. Right now, you got the Dow down 22. Nasdaq is flat. S&Ps are off 2.5. And, folks, if you haven't test drove that Nadex platform yet, great time to do it. And don't forget, folks, every Tuesday, Thursday, 1 to 2 Eastern Standard Time, Darrell is a great program right here. He's out trading this product each and every day. And with that, let's go over and we take a look at these S&Ps once again. So what you got?
Going on down right now. So
yeah, you get a nice little choppy market out here. And, you know, let's see what we got. So
I think I'm going to take some profits now. We're down to about $20 on here.
That's a beautiful thing.
Yeah.
That's a beautiful thing. So let's see. So we're at 2045. Your spike that was at 1010 when we were on came down with some juice. So that's saying that that's going to hit. So I think the way that you can shake this out, just as he said, he's going to be taking some profits. The next bounce, folks, you'd want to be basically selling. And the reason being, and I don't see a big move down. It's not, so you'd want to stay tight with these, okay? What I expect you're going to see out here today is that you're going to have the small consolidation anytime and every time it gets up to the 2050 level, 2052 level, you want to be selling, you know, because the weakness in the market is pretty incredible. Yesterday, it showed its hand in a big way. Tried to move all the way up each and every time it was getting up into those 2050 levels. Bottom line, just couldn't handle it. And then when they took it, they took it south pretty quickly. I expect you're going to see the same type of movement that's played out. And if you are trading the NASDAQ, what you could do is just take a look at the IBB, because what is happening with the IBB, that come off the high with monster volume. Now it's setting up a very large ABC structure on the way down, you know. So you come down. It's going to be a trip watching this IBB, man, because this IBB just took the NASDAQ apart. I mean, big time, too. You know, one of the tigers want to look at the IYR, and the IYR, folks, is the real estate, commercial real estate ETF structure. So if we take a look at this, bottom line is that I wouldn't be buying it. They're looking for a low volume buy. I'd be basically selling it at about 82, because what you have here is inside this IYR, the way that it's set up is that you had the first expansion on the way down. You have a low volume high. Oh, sorry, wrong one. IYT. I see what's going on. Okay, sorry, man. He wants to look at the transportation index. I wouldn't touch that either. It's not even close. I'm shot the rails right now. They're going a lot lower. Transportation is already broken. This broke everything. Transportation. The IYT is going down to 137, and we're at 155. It's going to be wild. It's going to be, folks, right now, you don't want to get any sleep, okay, for the next 6 months. But that's the bottom line. You don't. You know, if I've learned anything, you know, when these things start getting volatile, you want to press them. That's the bottom line. And, you know, that is the difference between, you know, basically a long-term investor and actually a trader. When you start pressing them, folks, it's a whole different ballgame. And, you know, what does happen is that the bears haven't got aggressive yet. It'll take a little more downside for bears to get aggressive. And what happens when they get aggressive, it's just like when bulls get aggressive. They keep buying higher highs and pushing. What will end up happening when the downdraft gets accelerated is that's what ends up happening on the other side. Is the selling just continues. And what that is that the bears are going from sector to sector to sector, meaning that, okay, and you know what's amazing, Darrell, when you think about it? It is that cut and dried, folks, too. It's the bears versus the bulls, you know, and it's wild how the whole thing shakes out. What the difference is, and this is where it comes in the aspect of the acceleration on the downside, what the difference is that, and I'm being prejudiced in this, it's not that I like being a bull, but I'm being prejudiced in the aspect of how the financial business is set up. The financial business is set up to have most of the people that are in the business, they really don't understand how markets go. They understand how to collect money, and they keep saying, just give me your money, give me your money, give me your money. We're going to keep it in the market forever, and it's going to make money. And because of that aspect, most people have passed away or are dead, and they haven't figured out whether they made any money or not. And that's sad. But that is the larger picture
right.
in the marketplace, which is just, you know, and it worked. And what has happened, you know, in the context of, I don't care whether you go to 1930 or, you know, 1978 or 1988 or 1998. It's always the same deal, you know.
Exactly. I'm trying to pull up. It's all about where it goes, and then like how you can take advantage of that. I mean, right now, and I mean even this one. Like, I mean, I was short on the S&P. I just looked at a pullback. I saw some negative delta volume coming in. Went short, popped right back up. I mean, I sold the thing for $85. Bought a good chunk of my position back at like 30, and then bought back the rest like right around 50.
And you know what, folks? You can be ready to do it again right now. Let me see this 10 minutes. This is so sweet. It's amazing. Okay, so check it out. It's going to be this bar right here that you're going to be able to sell. So this is good. We're going to be still on the air. Right now, the S&P is at the 2051, and you can whack this thing at 5.3. You can whack it at 5.3. You can whack it anywhere around here. In fact, let's get over there quickly. Give me that. Bring that up. Here we go. We go into... If I go into the indices, into the spreads, let's see, 10 to 12, 10 to 12, 9 to 11. What do we get, 10 to 12? Any 5.0, 5.5, 5.0. That's out of the market. Okay, you got to find me a good one, Darrell. 1 second, 9 to 11, 8 to 11.
Are you looking for spreads on it right now?
Yeah, I'm looking for a spread, 51. I'm looking for a spread as close as I can get selling the 50s, 51s, 55s, 9 to 11.
Let's see here. Okay, so let me pull it up for you because I had the binaries on. And let's see, what do we got? You want the 9 to 11?
Well, I'll take any of them. What I'm trying to do is get as close to the box as top as possible with a good reward down the bottom. Do you know what I'm saying?
Right.
There it is. Okay, hold on 1 second. 11 a.m. Oh, the binary. Okay, here, check this out.
Yeah, that's what I'm on the binaries mainly right now. So,
okay,
yeah.
I'll go on the binary. Here, let me go through that. 1 second. Binary. Which one?
I mean, you got a noon at 12:50.
Yeah, okay.
You got 11 a.m. You got 11 a.m. at 12:45.
And 11 a.m. below. This is a good one. 11 a.m. below. 1 second. Let me find this one. 11 a.m. below.
I think your 2040 to 2050 is the spread that you would want.
2044. 1 second. Let me see that one. Oh, I see. Okay, hold it. That gets interesting. 2044. And that's only $5. That's interesting, man. Okay, hold it. 20. So what you have here, folks, check this out. Yeah, that'd be right. Oh, my God. Now there's no bid on it. That's even better. That's sick. I know.
You're like, I love it when there's no bid.
Exactly. That's sick. Okay, hold on. We can move up the scale then, right there. Yeah, so check this out. Buy that. No. Yeah, buy that. Below. Sell. Yeah, give me a second. I'm confused here. Oh my God. And that tiger in the den just bought them all. That's what he did. Oh, I see what happened. Do you see what just happened there, Darrell? Okay, so you had too much, Jay. That's good. Okay, so now what does what does happen?
So you got to be careful about trading on air, man.
He cleaned the book. Exactly. I love it. That's good, Jay. Okay, so bottom line is that.
Hit the button before you tell Jay.
Yeah, no.
At least get your share.
Oh, listen, man. Oh, that's sick. That really is sick. There's no doubt about it. Let's go over and we take a look at this.
All right. So just as a recap, what trade did you put on?
I haven't got one yet. He cleaned the book on me. That's what it's.
Okay. What trade have you tried to put on?
He's trying to. Okay. He got the 44. Okay, meaning that, I'll pull it up again, ESM4. He got the 11 a.m. 44 on the S&Ps.
Oh, the 11 a.m. expiration?
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
Okay, so I went to the 45, and there's nothing on the 45s right now.
The 45.9.
Okay, 1 second. 45.
Don't forget, if you're using the scanner, you can see the 20-minute and the hourly at the same time. I maybe tell Jay that.
Which is sweet, right? There's no doubt about that. So we got 51 bucks. It's kind of right there. Oh, look at this. Yeah, they pop on and off. This is there. It is. Look at that. Oh my God, sick. You get the Dow right now up 19, Nadex up 14. See that? I'm going to go back to the spreads for a second.
Yeah, I mean, there's plenty if you go in there. I mean, there's a ton of them. But 12, the cheapest one you're going to get on the 11 a.m. binaries, that's 12 with no offer on there, 2045.9.
25. Which one?
2045.9.
Right. Okay.
You got the 20-minute and you got the hourlies, and they both expire at the same time, right?
Right.
So a lot of times, like, you may not see a contract, and actually you might find a better contract for a better price that you wouldn't see on the hourlies because the 20 minutes are a lot narrower.
And see, this is crucial, folks. Okay, so what ends up happening there is, as Darrell was saying, is that you have two different expirations, and the question is, what is the price you're getting them at? Because that's all that matters. What is your risk versus your reward at that particular point? And the bottom line is that what you're looking for is the closest you can get. Well, in a binary, we just look at you're giving it a shot. And the reason that the Tiger's looking at the 44 is that the last time down here we got to 44. That was at the 1010. You've got to 41. Okay, on the that was at 0600. But what you do have is this. So watch what happens. What he's banking on, I suspect, is this. Not that it goes to 44 at 11 o'clock. What he's banking on is that you get 14 minutes, that you get just a downdraft, because if we got a downdraft even to 47, that 5 would go to 25 or 30 in a heartbeat. Do you know what I'm saying? So that's kind of what the banking on is at this particular case.
Exactly.
And that's where the fast fingers come in. There's no doubt, And
then by knowing to look at both contract, the 20 minutes, and the hourlies, then you actually can see a whole lot of strikes in between that. Because the 44s, you had 3 strikes higher at the same price.
Yes, right.
So you could actually risk the same amount of money and actually make a greater return.
Yeah.
Because of probability of movement being closer.
Right. Right, and that's exactly what he just put in the den, too. Yep, take the money and run before the deal. There's no doubt about that. And you know what? This is going to be wild watching this shake out, because just when Darrell and I started the program, what tends to happen, folks, is that the movement, whether these want to go higher or lower by the end of the day, the movement intraday, particularly on a Friday, coming into 10, 11 o'clock, is substantial. That's what this comes down to. I got to find another screen here. One screen just might could put on me. Okay, so ESM5. Okay, so you're 2050 right now, 2051, and she's just, bottom line, she's not going to have the. So two different things that just end up happening here. So the probability that he's going to get before expiration has just gone up. The reason being is that we get 2 minutes before the expiration of the 10-minute. You get absolutely zero juice. Right now, we only get 1,800 contracts that are going against 57,000. This is what you love to see, folks. And I know this is like a bed bug, but this is what he's doing. This is what we do every day. Because that, if you don't have the juice, number one, and you get the rejection of price, number two, what you're just going to get a small movement. And the movement all he needs actually is down to the end at 45. More than likely, what you're going to see is that the take profit is already going to be inside of there, because all you need is the spike down. You get the spike down, the other side, meaning who's ever on the other side of those, will take, if he leaves some on the table, which that's easy to do, on a spike, will take something off the table, So it's going to be wild watching this shake out. Gold still wants to go. Oil is basically flattened out. Oil is going to get interesting coming into the closeout here, because what you do have is that oil is kind of acting the same way as gold, meaning you're pulling back with lighter volume. They both want higher price. The dollar's pulling back. And this is going to be all about how we're coming into the close, and it's going to be all about how traders want to position themselves, particularly in those two volatile markets before the weekend. This is Darrell Martin, Tom O'Brien. You stay right there, folks. We're coming right back. Dow right now is up 20. Nasdaq's up 14. S&Ps are up 3.5. We're going to be right back.
Has the current market volatility continued to stop you out of trades when the market spikes against you? Now is the perfect time to open up an account with Nadex. Nadex, the North American Derivatives Exchange, is a brand new, completely regulated Chicago-based exchange, and unlike most other exchanges, Nadex allows you to trade directly through them with direct market access when using their completely free trading platform, which also features real-time charts and full customization capability. One of the advantages of trading with Nadex in volatile markets is that your risk is always capped, and you have the ability of keeping your trades open even when the market spikes against you. Nadex is completely brand new with a line of unique trading products that are unavailable anywhere else. See how it works at nadex.com. That's Nadex.com. Or click on the Nadex banner on the front page of TFNN.com. Futures and options trading involves risk and may not be appropriate for all investors.
Tom O'Brien's weekly gold letter, The Gold Report, gives complete and concise coverage of the entire gold market. Inside, you'll get Tom's commentary on gold, the dollar, the rand, the bond, the XAU, the HUI, and detailed coverage of nearly 25 mining stocks. He'll give you the entry price, price target, and stop price of each stock trade. The Gold Report is a long-term newsletter where the focus is on building real wealth through the management of a successful portfolio of gold stocks. With a lifetime of knowledge and almost 12 years of writing his informative weekly newsletter, The Gold Report, Tom O'Brien can provide you with the important market information to help you make better trades in the gold market. Don't let the next bull run in gold pass you by. To get a month-long free trial to The Gold Report, an $85 value, visit the front page of TFNN.com today.
David White's newsletter, The Technology Insider, is focused like a laser on finding the next big things in technology. If you had invested only $10,000 in Microsoft in 1986, you'd have been a millionaire by 2000. Disruptive technology like Microsoft's is the key to these massive long-term profits, and the Tech Insider is the vehicle from TFNN to capitalize on these opportunities. This is the go-to newsletter that identifies, monitors, and profits on mostly little-known cutting-edge companies with great long-term prospects. David's experience is as an inventor of Emmy-winning animation products for TV and Hollywood that propelled a company public. Match that with 14 years as a full-time trader, and he's uniquely qualified to guide you through the light-speed world of ever-evolving high-tech. If you're ready to ride the next big technology bull market for less than $40 per month, log on to TFNN.com and get your 2-week free trial to the Technology Insider. Get in on the ground floor of the next big thing today. TFNN is excited about our new software charting program, The Art of Timing the Trade Charts. In collaboration with Tom O'Brien and using his best-selling book, The Art of Timing the Trade, Your Ultimate Trading Mastery System, David White has programmed an outstanding piece of software that will complement any trader's methodology. Using this first-of-its-kind program, The Art of Timing the Trade Charts allows you to scan thousands of stocks for Fibonacci formation setups, including Gartley's, ABC's, butterflies, and much more. The Art of Timing the Trade Charts is designed to help you when scouring the markets for stocks just beginning to form the trading patterns that many investors spend days, weeks, or even months searching to find. And right now, we're offering licenses available at only $79 a month. We are so confident that you're going to love this new charting software that will even give you a 30-day unconditional money-back guarantee. Don't miss out on this incredible new piece of software. Get your copy of The Art of Timing the Trade Charts today by visiting TFNN.com.
Catch Basil Chapman as he uses his Chapman Wave methodology to call the markets. The Tiger Technicians Hour, next on TFNN.
Welcome back, folks. Dow's up 24, Nasdaq's up 15, S&Ps are up 3.5. And don't forget, folks, all the programming at TFNN, get right on your cell phone every day. We start live programming 8 o'clock in the morning, 6 o'clock in the afternoon. You go tfnn.mobi. And we're taking a look at the S&P out here. And if you haven't test drove the Nadex platform, folks, just come over to our website at TFNN. Hit the Nadex banner. You can bring the account up. They'll put $25,000 worth of paper money into your account, and then you can see exactly how these contracts trade. Let's see this 1 second. I don't know how I just put up the wrong contract here. Doesn't take much. ES, seriously. So what we're looking at is the 11 o'clock, and I'd say, I guess it looks like this 11 o'clock is going to basically hang here at this 52. But the real key is that you just make sure that you are risking a small amount versus the reward. You know, because the way this is still out here is that what you have is that we're at the 52.50, and it's going into that level with dramatically lighter volume. So as you're looking at those contracts, bottom line is that the range out here is 53 in the top side and 44 in the downside. Each and every time you go into that spike, I'd say that, hey, guess what? That is where you want to be basically selling these, and you want to be selling the top of the box. As it comes back down the other side, if the volume contracts, well, guess what? That is where that you would want to be buying, closing the other side of that box. And don't forget, every Tuesday, every Thursday, 1 to 2 Eastern Standard Time, Darrell has a great program out here. He's out there trading it. And what Darrell does, folks, on Tuesdays and Thursdays, which is really cool, he sets up the week, meaning all the news stories that are out there, because those news stories push markets around and push them around very quickly so that you can take advantage of markets, whether they're going up or down, particularly the currency markets, because the currency markets out here will continue to move in a huge way, because between the euro going south for long periods of time, and the euro looks to me like it's turned, gone topside, and the dollar is just the opposite. And when currencies change trend, that is a trend that lasts for long periods of time. Like the dollar has been going up, straight up, since 2011. You know, we're 2015, right? It's pretty wild.
Exactly, yeah. It's a king dollar for a long time now.
It has. I'm trying to think about a new name for it. You know what I mean? I like the idea of king dollar anyway. But, you know, the reality is that I think we got ourselves a very large pullback. And, you know, it's going to be weird. It's like, okay, what is driving the euro? You know, I mean, it could be just a dead cat bounce. There's no doubt about that. But a dead cat bounce, and a texture like we have, meaning that the downdraft is so dramatic, can get you up quite a way. I mean, the euro, a dead cat bounce can get you up to 118 in a heartbeat, and you're at 108. You know, and that's just the last 6 months, because what we've had is that it's been a one-way market, and this one-way market. Let's see, yeah, well, 116 is a 50% retracement. That's a normal retracement, whether markets want to go up or down. That's what it really comes down to. So if we go back to this E-mini again for a second, what you're going to see is that the E-mini, she's coming right into the 53 area. And we're at 53.50, the high. She wants to go spike right that 53.50. You stay right there, folks. Our man, Mr. Basil Chapman's going to be coming up, growling a problem with you. Nico and Paige are going to keep you healthy. Dave White, and I'll be back. Darrell, thanks so much, man. Have a great one. Have a safe one. Stay right there, folks. Basil's coming right up.
All right, have a good one.
Thanks, man.
Since 1984, Basil Chapman has been using the Chapman Wave methodology to advise traders of his expert market opinion. While originally hand-drawing charts from the late 1970s into the 1980s, Basil noticed that prices under most circumstances virtually always had a certain number of legs to the upside before declining sharply. Later, Basil found that computer software, which included the standard market technical indicators, enhanced the degree of accuracy in calling price turns, as well as market trend calls. Thus was born the Chapman Wave sequence. Using the Chapman Wave methodology along with other indicators, Basil Chapman advises his subscribers of his expert market opinion each market day with his opening call newsletter. Right now, you can get a 2-week free trial to the opening call, Basil's daily trading newsletter, by visiting the front page of TFNN.com. Cancel at any time during that trial and pay absolutely nothing. Get your 2-week free trial to Basil's newsletter, The Opening Call, today by visiting TFNN.com.
This is TFNN.